Good morning, Southern California, AM 1220 KHTS. Host Fred Arnold on the Southern California Business Spotlight. I'm joined by Jake Young. Jake Young is a mortgage professional with American Family Funding. Will you introduce your guest, Jake?
Yeah, thanks, Fred. Thanks for having us back again. Janet Damon, she's with Remax of Valencia, longtime real estate agent in the Santa Clarita Valley, over 15 years experience. Really good at what she does. Highly recommend her.
Thank you, Jake.
Absolutely. I want to talk, Janet, about, because I know you are very good at listing homes for sale and great working with buyers. What is important to you when it comes to listing a house and helping a seller get top dollar for their home?
Well, first of all, it's just a matter of looking at the home, going through the home, deciding what needs to stay, what needs to go, and what upgrades, maybe not even any upgrades, but what needs to happen with the home. If there's any repairs that need to happen or any preparation for photography, because that is your main marketing tool, is your photos.
Staging, isn't it?
Well, you know, I'm on the fence on staging. Some people stage, some people do it themselves, some hire it, some can't afford it. So really my goal is to get the home decluttered, completely decluttered, get it clean, clean, clean. I've sold homes that are not upgraded, not staged, but super clean, and they go for comparable high market value. They just need to be clean. People want to come in and see a nice, clean property. They want to see it something that they can move into and feel good about.
Yeah, freshness. You
Yeah,
mentioned
absolutely.
the presentation and marketing on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about what marketing on the internet means to you. How does it look to you?
Well, first of all, the photos are the main draw for buyers. They go to the internet and they want to see good photos. They see a property that doesn't look good where an agent will come in and take some phone shots or do their own camera or have a photographer that really kind of doesn't really know what they're doing. And the photos just don't present the property in its optimal light. And so photos are critical, and then it goes out, depending on your company, 600, 700 websites are out there. I mean, it's not one or two, it's a lot. And
It
so
just gets out there.
yeah, so everybody sees that property, and they see those photos and they see the description. So that is key to the marketing of any home.
Yep, love that. Jake, I know that you're heavily involved in partnering with Janet
Yeah.
on some aspects of marketing.
And what I think Janet is just genius about is she's willing to use all options available to help market her listing, to help it get as much exposure as possible. And one way she's open to is we do a report called List Reports. That's provided by the lender, but it has really neat information on the property that's Janet's, is whether she's doing a listing presentation or she has a house for sale, where we'll be able to help provide a flyer that has really unique information about the house and the surrounding areas, like how well are the schools around the surrounding areas, what restaurants are there. They'll go to Yelp and look at reviews for different star ranking on restaurants, on parks, on hospitals, medical facilities. All this very useful information that Janet and myself can print out and put in as a flyer at the home for sale. And it's just going above and beyond what most listing agents will do as far as providing information to get that property sold, making buyers aware of what's around that area. She's just very open to using all available resources to market the house and help her listing, sell for the highest price point that makes sense.
So you would say she's a creative genius, right, when it comes to that?
I don't want her head to get too big.
Yeah,
but we could say that.
Just use Jake, because even sometimes the houses are selling so fast, but that information is critical for the new buyer.
Yes.
And it's helpful, and they love it. They love all that information.
As well as Janet can share that information with people in the neighborhood who are coming in to look at. They'll pick up that flyer and say, you know what, if I'm going to list my house, this person knows what they're doing. They're providing information that's of value.
Yeah.
So
Janet, you've listed the house, you've marketed through the MLS, you've done a great job getting it. You get their offer in. Let's talk about negotiations.
Okay, negotiations are critical. Taking the right offer for your clients is huge, because chances are going to have multiple offers on any property right now in Santa Clarita Valley. So negotiating which one and getting the message out to those agents and just getting the highest price that you can within reason, having to sometimes remove appraisal contingencies because appraisals aren't where the prices are at this point. So it's negotiating all of those factors and keeping all of that in mind when you are representing the seller and keeping their interest at top.
At the top of mind,
Yeah.
And I think to add to that, Fred, what's key in what Janet's talking about and helping our customers is communication. Janet's very good about that, communicating with the agents that are coming in and previewing the house, communicating with your sellers, communicating with all the parties involved. If you're using a realtor, that's so important. Sometimes realtors can be they can be busy, and I've had experiences where past clients have said, okay, I'm having a hard time getting in touch with my realtor, finding out what's going on with this particular issue, and then they'll come to the loan officer, and it may or may not be something I can help with. So I think if you're going to use a realtor, if you're going to list your home for sale, not only is it important the things that Janet's talking about, but it's important the things that Janet does is you have to be able to communicate, be available, be able to talk, explain everything going on, and Janet's just really good at being available and communicating. It's so key.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Janet, so yeah, your expertise as a real estate agent, you have to be more good bedside manner, communicating, negotiation, marketing, staging. You really have to bring it all together.
Therapist.
Yeah. I love that. Janet, those who want to reach out to you.
661-803-4484.
Yeah. And Jake.
Jake with American Family Funding, and it's area code 661-505-4303.
Thanks for coming in again. Thanks for a great guest, Janet.
Thank
Absolutely.
you. Thank you, Fred.
Ladies and gentlemen, Janet Damon from Remax of Valencia, and I'm a real estate professional for the past 15 years. Jake Young with American Family Funding. Well, I hope you enjoyed this edition of the Southern California Business Spotlight. I'm your host, Fred Arnold on KHTS.